I saw this really cute video the other day of a guy unboxing the lunch that his girlfriend had made him, and he was so enthusiastic. He was like, she makes me a turkey sandwich every single day, but I love it. They're the best turkey sandwiches I've ever fucking had. I request them every day. He could not have been more appreciative. And every single one of the top comments were women shitting on him, being like, can't you make your own fucking lunch? Why doesn't she have a ring? Girlfriend, these are wifely duties. And then it's like sparking discourse in the comments of like, women, why are we doing wife things for boyfriends? How do you think you get the ring? In this era of sprinkle, sprinkle, men or wallets, like, we have fucking lost the plot. Because straight up, what do you bring to the table? A relationship is a partnership. You should both be doing things for each other out of like the love and the goodness of your hearts. My boyfriend has chocolate banana bread waiting for him in the fridge. His full stocking and all of his presents are under the tree. And he made me custom stockings for my cats and one for me with our faces on it. And a handful of custom ornaments. If you refuse to do anything nice for your partner because you don't have a ring on your finger, you're not gonna get a ring on your finger.
She is absolutely dismantling the wifely duties gatekeepers who have completely lost the plot. She's watching a man show genuine high-level appreciation for a simple turkey sandwich, only to see a mob of miserable women in the comments demanding to see a deed to the house before he gets a snack. She is highlighting the absolute brain rot of the sprinkle era, where women are being coached to act like cold-blooded service providers instead of wives. She's calling it out for what it is, a total failure to understand how human attraction actually works. She knows that if you treat a relationship like a hostage negotiation where you withhold kindness until you get a contract, you're not going to get a ring, you're going to get a breakup. The value she's adding is the reminder that men don't marry potential or a negotiator. They marry the woman who makes their life better, not more complicated.
Here's another example of why women are the fucking problem sometimes. So women are like, when we go to the gym, the men stare at us. The men stare at us. We don't want you to stare at us. I just watched a video of a woman doing calisthenics and nothing but a crop top and skin-tight booty shorts. And there was 3 men around her, and the entire minute video, none of them looked at her. They didn't give a single fuck what she was doing, okay? And so I noticed it naturally, right? And so I went to the comments, and every fucking female in that comment section is like, but no one looked? Oh, so now you want them in to stare at you at the gym? That's a little hypocritical. It doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? No, it doesn't. How about you just go to the gym and everyone there is minding their own fucking business? Like, if people stare, people stare. If they don't, like, whatever, big fucking whoop. People are there to fight their own demons. They're not there to, like, oh my God.
She's pointing out that women will wear a look at me outfit, crop tops and skin tight shorts, then act like a victim if a man actually glances their way. But the second men actually mind their own business and focus on their own workout. The comment section turns into a support group for the unseen. She is exposing the fact that for many, the gym isn't about the workout, it's about the external validation. They want the power to complain about the gaze, but they're terrified of the silence when that gaze is finally withdrawn. It's pure hypocrisy. They want the attention to be optional, but they can't handle it being absent. The value she's adding here is the reminder that men are finally choosing their peace over the drama. If everyone is there to work out, then work out. But she's showing us that once the staring stops, the complaining just finds a new reason to exist because the ego can't survive without being noticed.
Things women blame men for that make absolutely zero sense, part 1. Ugh, I'm so exhausted trying to keep up with the beauty standards that men created. Yeah, except men never actually ask for any of that. Gentlemen, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that you give a slight fuck about Botox and fillers and fake cheekbones and fake lips and fake tits and a fake ass. I really don't think that that's what you care about. And women, if you're so exhausted trying to keep up with these beauty standards that said men have put into place for us, then stop. Take your power back. Let your wrinkles live, man. Let them live. Absolutely no one but yourself is forcing you to get these BBLs and these fake tits and these fucking balloon lips. I mean, it's just crazy. No one's forcing you to do that. So if you're exhausted doing it, join me and my 44-year-old ass and just stop.
She is absolutely eviscerating the biggest cope in the modern dating market. The idea that men are the ones demanding women look like plastic mannequins. She's pointing out that while women claim to be exhausted by these standards, most men are actually repulsed by the filler, the Botox, and the balloon lips that make everyone look like the same filtered NPC. She is exposing the reality that women aren't dressing or injecting themselves for the male gaze. They're doing it to compete with other women in a high-stakes arms race of vanity. Men didn't create a standard that requires a BBL and fake cheekbones to be attractive. Men generally just want a woman who is healthy, fit, and actually looks like a human being. She's telling women to realize that the oppressive beauty standard is a prison they built for themselves. That if they're tired of the race, they should just step off the track because the men they're trying to impress never asked for the Olympics in the first place.
Men never stopped caring about women, but they were taught to stop showing it. There was a time in history where women were actually seen as precious, honorable, worthy of protection. In Christian thought, women were cherished in the eyes of God, and men were called to protect them as part of their moral duty. Simple acts like letting women go first, opening doors, offering a seat. These were all quiet expressions of respect, care, and value. But then feminism, however well-intentioned it was, significantly shifted the narrative. In the fight for equality, we lost something important. We were propelled into systems and workplaces that were never designed around our biological, emotional, or spiritual needs. And at the same time, men became hesitant to show basic forms of courtesy out of the fear of being labeled as misogynistic or offensive. And the result? Women today feel unseen, unappreciated, and quietly disrespected. So what's the solution? It's not about going backwards. It's not about going back to the 1950s. And it's not about denying our independence either. It's about finding a middle ground that protects our autonomy and agency, whilst also honoring our need to be nurtured, cherished, and respected. What does that middle ground look like to you?
She is absolutely hitting the nail on the head regarding the modern woman's paradox. She's realizing that in the frantic rush to tear down every traditional wall, women accidentally demolished the pedestal they were standing on. She points out that women were once viewed as precious and worthy of protection, but then feminism traded that organic respect for a seat in a cubicle that doesn't care about their biology or spirit. By demanding to be treated exactly like men, women were effectively promoted to the status of a competitor rather than a girlfriend to be cherished. You can't have the perks of being a protected class while simultaneously demanding to be an identical one.
Real men of genius.